Okay, quick little video for you guys on a lesson I learned actually running the half marathon relay with a friend of mine. I was building it up for so long, you know, the ability to actually run in any kind of competitive running event. And what happens is we reach these things, like we reach the epitome of what we thought would be the coolest thing ever running in this race. And you're super excited and things are great. And the next day you wake up and you're like, maybe I don't really feel like running today. You know, what's the point of training now? You know, I ran it pretty hard. I can fairly easily run a half marathon. Maybe I should have even tried the full. So you could stop trying. That's the exact wrong thing to do. So what I did is I felt like that the next day in the morning, and I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to relax. You know, I'm going to go, you know, have a beer at Earl's, or, you know, chill out and do whatever. And then the night came and I was like, you know what? This is the day. This is the day where I'm going to prove to myself whether or not I can actually do this, or whether I'm just going to go back to the way that things were. And so I went out and I ran, and that was the day after. So the day before, I did the marathon, then I did the P90X class workout. I did the full workout. I was going to bail on that too, but I didn't. I stuck with it and I did the workout. And the next day I ran. And it kind of taught me a really good lesson that I hope you guys learn from all this is, I see a lot of people on the team, you know, right now sitting at Emerald. You know, and I see a lot of people, they get super excited that they've reached Emerald and they're so pumped and they're just super pumped up about it. And there's some people, you know, that hit Ruby or Diamond even, and they get so excited. And then they hit this plateau. And let's be honest, you lose a little bit of faith, right? You're like, oh, well, you know, maybe things aren't working as well now, and you go a couple weeks and things don't seem to be happening. And you're like, oh, maybe this isn't really working out and whatnot. Wrong. What's happened is you've reached a certain level, a plateau, and what you need to do now is continue that effort. Continue working harder. You're going to keep improving. People go to me after and go, well, you know, after I got Emerald, then, you know, things just stopped working out. And if I look at them, and if you were to look at yourself in the mirror, are you putting in the same amount of effort that got you to Emerald? Are you putting in that same amount of effort that got you to Diamond? And some of you might be, but I would bet my house that 95% of you that were able to get to that Emerald status probably aren't putting in that effort anymore. So it's not that things aren't working, it's just that you kind of reached this plateau. You reached this level that you thought you might not be able to get to, and you got it. And maybe some of you got it quickly, or some of you got it with a lot of hard work. Those that got it quickly are maybe like, oh, well, things aren't working now. But that's not true. They are working. The reality is you just need to push hard. You need to continue pushing forward. So to all of you that are stuck, maybe at a plateau, or maybe think, oh, you know, it's not working out, ask yourself, are you still putting in that same amount of effort that got you to where you were? Because if you're not, then it's not that things aren't working. It's just you're not putting in the same consistent effort. That's the only difference I've done, right? I got to Diamond first in Canada, and you might say, well, great, so you got to first in Canada, but I got to, you know, 2-star Diamond in Canada as well. And the reason I'm going to continue to grow is because I'm going to continue to push. I'm going to continue to put that effort in. I'm going to continue blogging. I'm going to continue sharing my story. Today I went for lunch with this lady that potentially might become a coach, might become a challenger, might never become anything with Beachbody. But I spent a good hour with her talking to her about, you know, her goals, and just listening to her and just listening to the things she's tried, the Zumba classes, the amount of work she's got with 2 kids and her husband traveling up north, and how she's got to try and provide for everybody and be everything to everyone. And, you know, just hearing that pain, you know, a lot of it's psychological, right? And you got to break through all that crap, right? Break through all the psychology. I told her, I mean, any workout will work. I'm like, you just got to put in consistent effort. Right? You can't go and work out 2 hours one day and then not work out for 3 days and then put in 20 minutes and then do something else. Put in consistent effort, right? So in order to break those plateaus, just keep pushing. Put in the same effort you were putting in before. Don't give up. Don't stop. Put in more if you can. Because now you know it works. If you got to Emerald, you know things work, so keep pushing. If you got to Diamond, there's no reason you can't get to 1-star, 2-star, 15-star Diamond. There's no question in my mind that I'll get to 15-star Diamond by the end of this year. So that means that to do that, another 13 of you are going to be Diamond. So who's it going to be, right? And what I always tell people now is, shoot for the stars. Why not? Shoot for the stars, and what? You might get the moon. And is the moon so bad? It's not. So with that, I hope you guys continue to push forward. Push through those plateaus. I know you can do it. I'm going to keep running here. It's a beautiful day. I'm about done a 5K. I got 5K more to do today. And yes, I would much rather be sitting on a patio having a beer, but you know what? You got to work hard now so that maybe later you don't have to work as hard. Take care, guys.